I never imagined that the land I inherited from my late father would turn into a battleground against the most arrogant HOA in town. My property sat quietly on the edge of their fancy community, but one morning, I got a letter that nearly made me laugh. Violation notice, $250,000 fine for unapproved structures. They claimed my barn, my trees, even my fence were against HOA aesthetics. But here's the catch. My land wasn't even under their HOA. When I called their office to clarify, the president, a smug man named Todd, laughed and said, "Everything within our boundary follows our rules. You'll pay or we'll sue." So I hired a surveyor and a lawyer. After weeks of digging, the truth hit like a lightning bolt. The HOA had been built entirely on land, still owned by my family's trust. The developers had leased it decades ago, and the HOA never bothered to renew it. I walked into their next board meeting with my attorney, laid the documents on the table, and said, "You've been fining me on my own land. Actually, you're all living on mine." The silence that followed was priceless. Within a month, the HOA was dissolved. Todd's arrogance crumbled as homeowners realized I now owned every inch beneath their manicured lawns. I forgave the residents, but I sold the land to a housing trust that promised fair treatment. As for Todd, he moved out quietly in shame. If you loved this twist of justice, don't forget to subscribe, because real power comes from knowledge, not control. Before you threaten someone over rules, make sure you're not standing on their ground. Literally.